Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to rainy Florida. By the time you guys see this video, we will most likely have a big storm headed our way, so I'm making my school plans accordingly, although we are on the other side of the state than where the main storm is headed. Just to give you guys a little heads up for those of you who have been asking how we're doing, we're good on our side of the state for the most part. So this upcoming week, I'm sitting down right now to do our plans. I sit down on Sunday afternoons and plan for our week ahead. It's just something that, could I plan Friday or Saturday and you know, be a little bit more prepared? Most likely, but for some reason it always happens for me on Sundays. So I just carve out time on Sundays now just to get some stuff written down and have a game plan for the upcoming school week. There's quite a few things like 5 in a row and my older kids, independent work and things that I do actually plan way ahead of time, make photocopies. So I don't actually have to open every single book on Sunday and write things out. I have a general idea and I know that I'm pretty well prepared in a lot of ways. I just have to sit down and write everything in my planner. And you guys have been asking me quite a bit lately as I show my planner or show my day in my life videos, how I use my planner, how I schedule for the week. And so I thought it would be a good day to do a plan along with me. So this is gonna be a little bit more of like a stream of consciousness, like come along with me as I actually sit down and plan step by step with a little bit of explanation as I do, versus a more formal, like this is exactly how I plan and these are the rules I have in mind. But I thought it would be helpful nonetheless just to have you guys sit down and do a little planning with me. So before I share my step-by-step plan with me video, I wanted to thank Delightfully Feasting for partnering with me on today's video. Kristen from Delightfully Feasting is partnering with me today for a giveaway for 3 of you to win a $40 gift certificate to her shop. Kristen has some amazing Charlotte Mason inspired curriculum and unit studies available on her website. She creates these all for her family as well. I love when a creator uses the curriculum for their family as well. So on her website, you can find everything from composer studies and Shakespeare units to special studies like foreign language and some really cool botany and science units. She has geography units, hymns, super neat seasonal and holiday unit studies. We actually have used some of those recently in the last year and really enjoy those. Right now we're using her Spanish curriculum and it's been the perfect addition to our homeschool. So make sure you check out her website and enter that giveaway in the description box down below. Now without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and flip you around and show you how I make my plan for the week ahead for my 4 kids. I have 5 kids, 4 of whom are homeschooled from kindergarten through 8th grade. So come along and plan with me on this rainy Sunday afternoon. All right, so I am sitting down. It is a Sunday afternoon. I didn't even really plan to do this video. I just thought, hey, I'm sitting down to plan. I'll do a plan with me video this coming week. So I have my Anavance Paper Co planner here. I did a different planner than I usually do this year. It's a little bit less inserts and things in the planner, different page layouts and things. I'll link the one that I have down below just because this year with a newborn, I just decided I would take out some of the extra pages and just keep it really simple. So this is one of her really simple planner options. And then these are the pens I use. I use these Papermate Flair pens. John just got me these as a little gift, the Sunday brunch ones. So what do we have? We have homemade raspberry jam. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, there we go. Homemade raspberry jam. This is my first time using them. We have sugared grapefruit, hazelnut latte, man, I cannot read these at all. What is this one? Floral blossoms. Where's the French toast though, you guys? What is this one? Vanilla blueberry tart. There we go. Some real food happening there. Vanilla blueberry tart. And what's this last one? Honeydew melon. Okay, so this is a healthy brunch. Anyway, so I'm gonna sit down and fill out how I set up the week here in my planner, what I put as like my tab names and all of that, and then I'll be back and show you where I start in filling out this plan. Okay, so first things done here, I've got all my little labels here. The little tabs are labeled. Now, I'm sure that some people do like Monday through Thursday or Tuesday through Friday, depending on what your school week looks like, if you have a co-op day or something like that, and then repeat it. But this is the best way it works for me. I put the days of the week here on the side, and then I leave 2 extra days here, or 2 extra blanks here, because our family rule is that when they have so much free time in our house on Saturdays, and anything that they don't finish, I don't delay my schedule during the day unless there's like, you know, illness or something like that. If it's just pure like disobedience or laziness that keeps everyone from getting their work done, that gets put down here, and then those kids have to do all of that on Saturday before they can have free time. So simple way to troubleshoot, you know, being off task too much. So these blank spaces actually come in handy. So we've got Monday through Friday here, and then the way that I plan is I've got an area for our family subjects, which is our morning basket and our Bible time and things like that. I've got 5 in a row here for my elementary school kids. Middle school subjects here, which you'll see, they've got things like literature and creative writing courses. They've got their Old Testament law study from Simply Charlotte Mason. They are doing the Simply Charlotte Mason business math, things like that. So I try to plug that in here. Enrichment is where I put things like the 2 days a week that we'll work on a watercolor project, if there's any documentaries that I want them to watch, if they are, you know, like say for example, we're going to be doing like geography with friends or something like that, that'll go here in enrichment. Then I have their individual lessons here. So all of this, and then the days of the week here, that's the very first thing that I do. Okay, so here we go. I've got all of our family subjects listed now for the week, and then 5 in a row is the next thing that I plan out. These are the 2 subjects that take the most of my effort, so I need to make sure I have them down and balanced well, and then I can make the rest of our schedule based on that. So every single day we do our wonderful Psalms study, and then there's their Bible study time, soak time. I have a video on that if you want to see it. I'll link it in the description box down below. This actually happens before we sit down for morning subjects. This happens at breakfast, but I still have it listed here just so I can check it off. Then we move into our morning basket and memory work. So our morning basket has things like, you know, a little poem for each day of the year, some different readings that we do each day of the year, you know, American Patriots Almanac and Daybook for Teachers and the Sing a Song of Seasons and things like that. So morning basket and memory work. Then we have morning menus that have our passage of scripture that we're memorizing, our hymn, things like that. So those are just listed every day, even though I don't need the reminder to do it. Then there are some things that are in our morning basket that I rotate. And so I don't have the same rotation every week, but I just base it off of our calendar that I know, you know, in the week ahead. So this particular coming week, we're going to be doing Composer, their Mind Benders, Critical Thinking, and their Spanish on Monday. I also have World Watch in the corner here. We watch that every day with lunch. Then we have on Tuesday, we're going to be reading about their missionary. We're going to be doing one of their habit lessons, learning about their artist, and doing map drill. Wednesday, we have Spanish again, history chapter 8 that we need to read, and our poet. And then Thursday, habit once again, map drill once again, and we're probably on Thursday, the day that I put nature in, not going to do morning basket and memory work. We just will do quick habit and map drill and then head outside for the hour that I have set aside for family subjects and do nature outside for that hour. So I guess I shouldn't have written that part down. But then again, I might have to move this day because we have pretty gnarly storms coming our way in Florida. So one day a week, instead of doing extensive reading, like reading our history chapter and reading, you know, the story of our poet or reading a missionary study, I have just map drill and habit that are quick lessons, and then we'll spend our morning basket time doing nature study outside. We also have nature study as a part of co-op, so it's not something that, you know, we need like 4 hours for. Friday, then we have missionary study once again, Spanish once again, and then another chapter of history because we didn't read 2 chapters last week. So we're reading we didn't read a chapter last week, so we're reading 2 chapters this week. So that is written out now. Now I'm gonna write out 5 in a row. This coming week, we're gonna be rowing Madeline. And so I'll write out what my plans are for that. And then I'll break everything else down for the kids individual stuff. The nice thing about these plans for 5 in a row is that I made all of these over the summer, and I did make a video on this if you're interested. So all I have to do is take the lesson plans I already made and plug them in now that we're actually at, well, the other hard thing I have to do is choose what color. I'll go with orange. I'm sorry, not orange, but sugared grapefruit. And now I just realistically, now that I'm at the week that I'm putting these plans into action, I just need to look at the plans that I made and decide if the days are gonna work. Now, one thing that I know is that the recipe I have for the kids, I don't have the ingredients for yet, so I need to move our geography day to another day. So I think what I'll do is I will put Wednesday's math lesson in for Monday, and then probably go to geography and then art, and then literature or language arts, and then the sticker sheet in science. So I'll go ahead and fill that in now. So because I'll pull these lesson plans out at the right time, I'm just gonna go ahead and say, well, first I'll write read for every day, because I am a box checker, and if I don't write that I need to read the book down, sometimes I will just skip the reading part. Like I'll read like 2 or 3 days and be like, you guys remember the story from yesterday, right? So I'll go ahead and say that on Monday, which is just tomorrow, we will do the math lesson, the math and symmetry lesson. And then I'll say Tuesday is the geography and the recipe. I'll say that Wednesday then is the art lesson. Thursday was the language lesson. And Friday is the health/science lesson. So that's really simple. And then I'll know when I look there, like what exact thing I'm referring to in my thing here, my folder. All right, so I hope you guys aren't dizzy. I probably should have set up better to film, but I have limited time on Sundays to film, so just trying to plan and film this at the same time. So now I'll go to middle school, and then I'll plug in enrichment. I'll do those both, and then I'll come back to show you that, and then I'll show you how I do their individual subjects. So here's what we've got now. Monday, I don't put anything down for my middle schoolers because they have a little bit of a heavier load on Monday with me. Well, I'll show you when we get to their individual lessons, but I lay out Jesse's 5 in a row, volume 5 with him for the week, and Bella starts a new science module, so their Mondays are a little bit heavier. So my middle schoolers have their creative writing with Redefining School. That is a 4-day a week. It's only about 5 to 10 minutes each day, but they've got that 4 days a week. So they've got their creative writing intro video and daily writing, and their introductions to their class, creative writing video and daily writing again. Then they have a daily writing and pre-writing lesson, and then they have their daily writing and they have to submit their pre-writing lesson. So it's very short, but I just need to write down each specific thing. This all comes to me each month in a PDF from their teacher, and so then I just fill out what, she has it listed Monday through Thursday, but it works better for us Tuesday through Friday. They also have, with the same company, they're doing the literature survey for the whole year. This creative writing course is only 8 weeks, so then the literature survey is just 2 or 3 days a week for the whole year. And for that one, those are also just about 5-minute lessons. So they've got a lesson to do Tuesday, and then I'm gonna put their other lesson down for Wednesday, and then they have a Zoom call. Now that's the larger lesson for this, that course. They have a 30-minute Zoom call twice a month. So they have their writer's chair Zoom call on Friday. Then they also are doing the Simply Charlotte Mason Old Testament Law Study. So they're doing that. That is maybe 5 to 10 minutes with me on Tuesday. And then on Thursday, I have their business math. They love their business math so much Depending on how long this takes them, sometimes we bump business math to Friday. So it's possible that we might be doing that on Friday this week. Then bumped over here with our enrichment, we have music lessons on Monday. I'm just gonna play games with them on Tuesday. They all have different games like logic games and just random games that they really enjoy, math games, fun stuff like that. So I'll just make sure to have some time to play games with them. We have watercolor as our handcraft this year, so I make sure to put 2 different days of watercolor in, one to start a project and one to finish it. Usually there's a part that has to dry. Oh, let me go grab the baby. Then I also have Kiwi Crate as something fun for them to do on Friday. They have been waiting to do their newer Kiwi Crates. They've been sitting there waiting for a moment for me to plug it into our calendar. And then Thursday, depending on the storm, we're probably gonna go to our friend's house to do geography with them. We do geography once a month with them. So let me go grab the baby, and then later on I'll work on their individual work. There was one thing I wanted to say first. The last 2 weeks I tried to put nature in for our enrichment, which enrichment happens after lunchtime. It's the only thing that really lingers after lunch. And it worked putting nature in the afternoon, but it is very hot. So I'm gonna try for a couple more weeks putting it in the mornings, but then once it starts to cool down here, maybe 5 to 10 more degrees, I'll put it back in the afternoon. So they'll have a little more time in the afternoons to work on that versus just having 1 hour, one morning a week. So that is their family subjects, 5 in a row, middle school work and enrichment plans, and then I'm going to grab the baby and I'll see you back here in a little bit when I work on their individual subjects. Okay, so now I have all their independent work filled out, and this is very simple. This just kind of goes by memory. Every day, these 3 have handwriting, so you see handwriting written there. These 3 have math every day, so you'll see their maths written there every day. Annabeth, I alternate math and reading, then that's all of her stuff. I'll alternate their using language well and spelling wisdom. So Eli's Tuesday, Thursday, Bella's Monday, Wednesday, and Jesse's Wednesday, Friday. Jesse has 5 in a row, his like middle school 5 in a row. So we're level 5, which is like for his age range. So he's got a fine arts project that's gonna take him 3 days, and then a science lesson that's gonna take him 2. And then Bella has science instead of handwriting. She's graduated from needing to have penmanship. So she will just tell me which of these days she has a science project, and I'll write that down to do with her. And then she has logic on the other days of the week that she doesn't have using language well and spelling wisdom. She's using the Intro to Logic by Canon Press. So that's really easy. It's like memory for me to just fill this part out. This is their independent work that they do while I'm working with the other kids on this. So while I'm working with my elementary kids on this, my older kids are doing their independent work. And when I'm working on this stuff with my middle schoolers, my elementary kids are doing their independent work. So very simple. Brizzy, come here, buddy. So that is how I sit down on a Sunday, take about 15 to 20 minutes and plan our week. Okay guys, I hope that that was helpful and that it gave you a good idea of how I use my planner and just kind of how I make a plan for the week ahead, leaving some wiggle room if plans need to change. If you guys have any more questions, you can leave those in the comments down below, and don't forget to check out that giveaway in the description box down below. See you later guys. Stay dry, stay safe if you're in the state of Florida. Bye.